What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I want to talk about this Black Panther garbage. There's rumors that we have a new Black Panther. Let's do a reaction video towards it. I'm going to tell y'all my opinion later. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. And I'm going to explain why through the video, why I don't like this. Let's check out the video.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Charlie. Recently, Marvel and Vogue held a special Black Panther event featuring a bunch of the characters and a lot of the big actors from Marvel and Hollywood, fueling a lot of theories about Black Panther 3 and them recasting Chadwick Boseman's T'Challa Black Panther with a brand new actor who will become the main Black Panther after Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars, the big Marvel reboot heading into Marvel Phase 7. Even though it might seem like Marvel is mostly focused on X-Men stuff after Secret Wars, they do have very, very big plans for their Black Panther characters. Just looking at the Marvel movie release schedule, Black Panther 3 is still scheduled to be the first Marvel movie after Avengers Secret Wars. It's scheduled to come out February 2028, just 2 months after Secret Wars, since they delayed that till Christmas 2027. So we'll explain what's going on with that movie in Marvel's current plans for Black Panther just in general in Avengers Doomsday, since that's the next place we're going to see Shuri, who will still be Black Panther during that movie. If you are brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to get all the videos. We should be getting a couple more big trailers before the end of the year as well too. But the reason why you're seeing this is that Marvel and Vogue held a special event at Universal Hollywood. This is literally the same place where I go to the theme park for Hollywood Horror Nights every once in a while. I had no idea that they were doing this special Black Panther event while all this Horror Nights stuff was going on. Like, it was a secret event. But you can actually see they featured the Dora Milaje, like they brought back Angela Bassett as Queen Ramonda, who was supposed to be dead in present day after Namor killed her after Wakanda Forever. She was leading this show. They brought back Danai Gurira, who was in her full Dora Milaje suit, leading a bunch of other Dora Milaje, as well as a bunch of male warriors in Wakandan suits. Men aren't allowed to be part of the Dora Milaje, though. They'd either be Hatut Zaraze or just common infantry in their army. You also probably recognize Teyana Taylor even became a Dora Milaje for the event. I don't know if she's supposed to be in Black Panther 3 or joining the Dora Milaje. I assume she just joined them for this particular event. But the real reason why people were freaking out was that Damson Idris was featured at the event arm in arm with Angela Bassett while she was actually leading the event. He wasn't wearing a traditional Wakandan suit, but the fact that they focused so much here on the two of them being together, like she was supporting him as much as he was supporting her, fueled a lot of theories that he is Marvel's current top pick to become the new T'Challa Black Panther, because Marvel is doing so much stuff at this event with Vogue. So a lot of people viewed this as Marvel soft launching their new Black Panther to gauge fan reaction. Marvel does that sometimes. This isn't one of their now famous leaks that they leak themselves to generate hype. Like, they're not purposefully leaking their new Black Panther or anything like that. But because Damson Idris himself has talked publicly about becoming the new Black Panther so much recently, he and Angela Bassett definitely seem like they did this on purpose. Like, this is the Queen Ramonda endorsing the new Black Panther. They are definitely leaning into all of this fan speculation and all this news. He was amazing in the F1 movie if you didn't see it. The movie itself did gangbusters performance as well too. You all probably remember earlier this year all the Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars concept art that leaked out depicting a new T'Challa Black Panther that looked just like him. So already it seemed like Marvel was considering him to be one of those characters, and now you see him rolled out with a whole bunch of Marvel Black Panther actors at a big event. And then recently, during an interview for the F1 movie that he's in right now, kind of confirms that he is talking to Marvel about being that new Black Panther.
The next Black Panther. Have you had any conversations about that? Yes or no?
Yes, no.
By the way, the yes, no means yes.
That is exactly what you say when you're definitely in talks with Marvel and you don't want to get shot by Kevin Feige and his snipers. Just look at some of the big Marvel actors that are here standing around with them. So this is Ayo Edebiri. She was supposed to play Mockingbird in the Thunderbolts movie, Val's assistant, but she had a scheduling conflict and had to drop out. You probably recognize Laura Harrier standing right next to her. She played Liz, the Vulture's daughter, during Spider-Man Homecoming. Jeff Goldblum, the Grand Master, is standing right behind them. You probably recognize Regé-Jean Page on Angela Bassett's other side. This is Lakeith Stanfield right behind them. And way back there, you might recognize Elizabeth Debicki's head poking over the background. She played Ayesha during the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. And way back in the right, like way tiny, is Kyle MacLachlan. So it is full of Marvel actors and actors who are also associated with Marvel. Based on the progression right now with Avengers Doomsday, Avengers Secret Wars, and Black Panther 3, it sounds like their plan is to leave Shuri as the Black Panther for Avengers Doomsday. And then when we get to Avengers Secret Wars, they bring back more multiverse characters. They introduce more really big twists. Just because some of the narrative opportunities that something like Battleworld from the more recent Jonathan Hickman Secret Wars actually offers them, they can get way crazier with the story, and it's way easier to believe some of these huge twists, like an adult version of this young T'Challa Jr. showing up. And now it does seem like Marvel's plan is to, instead of just straight up recast a version of T'Challa Black Panther, they will just age up his son, and he will be the new Black Panther, eventually taking the mantle from Shuri once he is of age. So it's sort of Marvel having its cake and eating it too. Like, they didn't want to straight up recast Chadwick Boseman's version of Black Panther because they felt like he was so iconic. But it really does seem like Marvel has been missing. It really needs a traditional version of T'Challa Black Panther for a lot of the core stories from the comics that it wants to do, and that's why they're going to age this young version of the character.
I don't like this at all. I don't want to see a younger version of T'Challa. I want to see the regular adult version of Black Panther. That's what I want to see. We're in the multiverse, for crying out loud. You're telling me in the multiverse you can't figure it out, get a different version of the regular version of Black Panther? It's not that hard. They're making this harder than it needs to be. It's not that hard, Kevin Feige, MCU. I don't like this. I don't like that this franchise is going to be about Black Panther's son. So we're just not going to get the real Black Panther. That's sad. Let's keep going. Let's see what they say.
Everybody let me know in the comments what you think about Damson Idris being the new version of that Black Panther. It's still going to be a long ways before Avengers Secret Wars actually hits screens, so it is possible that they could find somebody else if they want, but it just sounds like Damson Idris is definitely at the top of their list right now. Most of what we know about Black Panther 3, which is supposed to come after Avengers Secret Wars, actually comes from Denzel Washington. Thank you very much for joining the Spoiler Bros. Denzel Washington is going to be a big character in the movie. This is the clip of him leaking that a while ago. He said he got in really big trouble with Kevin Feige and Marvel for doing that, but he's Denzel. Like, he doesn't care about this. Like, him being in Black Panther 3 is more of a favor to them than it is them doing him a favor.
Let me read.
After that, Ryan Coogler is writing a.
Let me read a comment here. This is, honestly, they can just bring T'Challa back from the dead in general without doing a multiverse there. Yeah, you're right. Like, characters come back from the dead all the time in comic books. Why are we getting his son? This is bullshit. They seriously should have just rebooted this movie trilogy. I think fans would have been fine with that. The direction they're going, unbelievable. I wish I was in their boardroom. I wish I could talk to the people that's in charge of this shit and ask them why they're going this direction. It's awful.
Part for me in the next Black Panther. After that, I'm going to do the film Othello. After that, I'm going to do King Lear. After that, I'm going to retire.
All right, mission loaded, dilithium up for grabs. Let's go. Uhura in, Kirk on the
The current report is that he's going to be one of the villains of the movie, if not the main villain. But the even bigger news is the whole reason why Kevin Feige announced that Black Panther 3, normally they'd wait to the last possible minute to announce something, is because he was actually revealing that one of his most powerful producers inside Marvel was actually leaving the studio, like was quitting Marvel. So it's an absolutely wild way to announce your next biggest movie that's coming out as part of like this really huge franchise that's earned you so much money. It'd be like Kevin Feige talking about bringing Daredevil and Kingpin back, and within that, like a couple minutes into his conversation was like, oh, and by the way, we're also going to be doing Spider-Man 4. Daredevil's probably going to be in that movie too. Like, wait a minute, we have so many more questions now. The producer who quit Marvel is Nate Moore. He's been like Kevin Feige's second in command for a long time, like one of the most powerful producers at Marvel since back in Marvel Phase 1. He didn't really become a huge person inside the Marvel eco-structure till like Marvel Phase 2 though, on the Captain America movies. But one of the upcoming movies that Nate Moore was attached to was the Iron Man Armor Wars movie. So it sounds like some of his future projects at Marvel did get canceled just because so many movies and TV shows got suddenly canceled when Marvel pulled way back to do more quality control. Kevin Feige said that there's no bad blood with him actually leaving the studio, and he's still going to be doing Black Panther 3 with them, even though by the time they start filming, he'll have left Marvel for a couple years. So there's no big conspiracy or anything like that. Like, it's a very standard Hollywood situation, even with non-big comic book movie franchises. The bigger news behind the scenes, and I think this gets back to everybody wanting them to recast Black Panther with like a new version of T'Challa, is that because Kevin Feige and Marvel are letting Ryan Coogler take as much time as he wants to actually write Black Panther 3, now it's not going to come out till after Secret Wars. Meaning that would be released in sort of like the reboot era of the MCU because they're using Secret Wars to do like a soft reboot, recast actors that they want to, change backstories, so that just everything exists on the same Earth in the same universe, and it all makes sense going forward. You don't need like 10 different universes to explain where all these different characters come from. So there are a couple of things that Marvel can do now with the plot of Black Panther 3 that they couldn't do before when they were originally going to release Black Panther 3 before Secret Wars.
My name is Prince T'Challa, son of King T'Challa.
They can either age up the young T'Challa Jr. and make him the new Black Panther by the end of Black Panther 3 and then going into Black Panther 4, just because they will make a billion Black Panther movies till the heat death of the universe. Or they can just use this as an opportunity to recast T'Challa, because we're probably going to see a multiverse version of T'Challa Black Panther in Secret Wars. Like somebody like Killmonger will come from another universe and he'll be Black Panther from that universe. Either way, just expect to see multiverse Black Panthers in the next couple of years with the next couple Avengers movies. But I do think that Marvel has wanted to do more of the traditional big Black Panther stories from the comics and make them more comic book accurate. It's just that the past couple of years, they've had a big problem doing that with Chadwick Boseman passing away and then them having to pivot to Shuri Black Panther. So I think likely Shuri...
That's an excuse. Just because Chadwick passed away doesn't mean they should go beyond the fan base and pretend that he doesn't exist and let Shirley be the Black Panther. That was a feminist move. That was a feminist agenda. That was, I hate black men. I don't want to see a black man on screen that is cool, basically. Those are excuses of Chadwick's death. It was like they were so excited they couldn't wait to make an excuse to take away this billion-dollar character. I don't get it. Racism is real. Like, they're so racist they don't even care about money.
Shuri will be the main Black Panther at the beginning of Black Panther 3, then by the end of that movie, she will have given up the mantle. And it'll either be a recast version of T'Challa that shows up, or it'll be the younger T'Challa Jr., who they've aged up to the point where he can actually take the mantle. This was the big arc that Ryan Coogler said that he wanted to tell with the Black Panther stories that they'll likely incorporate to Black Panther 3. The thing about that story is that he doesn't need to make T'Challa Jr. the new Black Panther yet in order to tell that, but it makes more sense if he is the new Black Panther, so we'll see how that all plays out. And at least the way things are shaping up, post-Secret Wars, they're focusing less on multiverse aspects. I think Black Panther 3 is also meant to be more of an Earth-based MCU movie with not a lot of multiverse elements. More like Captain America Brave New World is more of an Earth-based movie, as opposed to something like Deadpool and Wolverine, which is like full-on multiverse. So for everybody that wants to see Black Panther, for instance, get together with Storm inside the MCU in live action, they can actually do that in Black Panther 3. Now that after that, we'll be doing a whole bunch of X-Men stuff. But that would be like a Black Panther 4 kind of twist. There's a bunch of big stuff coming up. We'll probably get a couple more teasers for Avengers Doomsday and Spider-Man Brand New Day by the end of the year. Of course, I will do all the videos for that stuff. But we also just had New York Comic Con. Marvel released a whole bunch of trailers. Some of them leaked out from New York Comic Con. I've done videos for most of those. Click here for my Daredevil Born Again Season 2 trailer, and click here for my X-Men 97 Season 2 trailer. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
First off, let me get back to the screen. First off, they're not even doing like they're not picking actors from the street anymore. They're like, doing cast call where it's hundreds of thousands of people in line to try to play this certain role. They're just picking people from the Hollywood happy hat. I just don't like this acting choice that they did. And this is terrible to me. This is terrible. Let me get my notes together. I'm sorry that I am very unprepared. But I believe this guy basically sold his soul to play this Black Panther role. Damson, I can't even say his name right. Damson. I don't believe that he's good enough to play Black Panther. His body frame is way too small. I just believe that because he's part of Hollywood's rituals, that they just gave him the role. They're like, you're black, you're already in Hollywood. We're going to give you this role. We're not going to actually do a casting call to pick the right Black Panther for this role. And I want y'all to see a video about what Omar said about Hollywood. And I believe that Omar is definitely right. Let me see. Okay. Let me show y'all this video about what Omar said about Hollywood actors basically selling their soul. Let me see what Jamie Foxx said. He said they already sabotaged most of Black Panther's villains. So what are they going to even do? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they might use an X-Men villain since Storm might be in it. Like, I don't know anymore. It's terrible. He says he could be good for all I know, but hopefully they make him the actual T'Challa and not the son. I don't want him to be T'Challa because his body frame is too small. He still look. I know he's in his 20s, but he still look like a young boy. He doesn't look mature enough. His body is not built big enough to play Black Panther. He is not a man amongst men. So, let me show y'all this video.
Selling your soul in Hollywood, is that a real thing?
Oh, yeah. I believe it begins with the choices you make with what you find acceptable. If you get a role and it requires you to do certain things that you think is acceptable and you do them, then you'll get that call. Then you'll know. One thing always leads to another. It's not like you walk into Hollywood and they go like, "Hi, red pill, blue pill. Which one do you want?" No. They put you through the test. They know who they can get away with what. People do things on camera because they're comfortable doing them. If they're uncomfortable doing them, they shouldn't be doing them. It's just that simple. That's when problems happen. Problems and cases and situations and all this inappropriate because you weren't comfortable doing it anyway, but you did it. And now you want to come back and say, "I was so the whole time I couldn't believe it." But the people doing the hiring go, I think they like this, or I think they're with it, or they're okay with it. I think they'll do it. This makes sense. Oh, they look like a natural. Oh, they're crying, this and that. They're fine. You okay with nudity? They strip. Oh, they're fine. They're good. And then later they come out and say, oh, I was damaged and they told me I had to, or else I would. If I don't put on this lipstick and dress, I'll never make it in Hollywood. Nobody says that shit.
Momentum, acceleration, embrace the pursuit. David Yurman Chevron Collection.
They just put it in front of you. So you want to do? We can do a dress. Oh hell yeah! They slide in that dress, zip it up, and put the lipstick on and the eyes, and they're happy with it. They're comfortable doing that. They're fine. That's them. They're good. That's the people that do it. It's the ones when you come to see if Omar put the dress on. Yeah, no, no, that's not. It's not me. I'm not. I say the dress, but it's a metaphor for just doing things that I think are unnecessary, especially for comedy. I wasn't the Three Stooges.
So he basically said that these actors in Hollywood are selling their souls. And you can see it through all this entertainment. Yeah, you can see that it's a lot of actors that's playing amazing roles. Like, let me give you an example, like Tom Holland. He does not deserve that Spider-Man role. He did some wicked ass shit to get that role. You can tell. You can tell out of hundreds and thousands of people that tried to come for that role, he was not the right fit. He did something nasty. We can see that. And I just don't think they got the right choice for this next Black Panther. I think he did some wicked shit. And that hurts the fans because we're not going to get a true Black form. Excuse me. We're not going to get a true Black Panther experience, the experience that we deserve. I believe if you pick the right actor to play Black Panther, this movie could make $1 billion every time. Every time. So why are they fucking around? I don't get it. Let me see. I got what's up, Omar? What's up, Omar? I know I have not been on YouTube like that. I've been stressing out. I've been going through some personal stuff. So hopefully y'all can see me more. But let me see. It says, at least they don't cast Aaron Pierce as Black Panther. It could be worse. Yeah, you're not lying about that. It says, Tom looks okay as a young Spider-Man, but they shouldn't kept. They should have kept Andrew Garfield. He's no. I'm not letting you get away with that. Garfield to me was too cool to play Spider-Man. He looked like Justin Bieber's older brother. He looked like he could hold a guitar and have concerts. He did not look right to me playing a superhero at all. He is not the best Spider-Man. Are you kidding me? I'm not letting you slide. I'm not letting that slide. We all know who's the best Spider-Man, and it's Tobey Maguire. And that's the saddest thing about Spider-Man, because Tobey Maguire is average. So it's never been a great actor to play one of the greatest superheroes of all time. That's sad. It's pathetic. And as a fan base, we deserve better. But let's keep going. It says, at least Garfield was better than Tom Holland. Yes, that is true. Garfield, I think Tom Holland, in the next 100 years, I think Tom Holland would go down as the worst actor to ever play Spider-Man. I truly believe that. I truly believe in the next 50 to 100 years, when he's too old and they replace him off and we keep getting different versions of Spider-Man, we will realize that he is the worst actor ever, and he done sexual performance acts behind scenes to get that position. I truly believe that. Let me read some of the comments. It says, yes, he was cool and perfect. Yeah, I know he was cool, but Andrew Garfield was not perfect. No, he wasn't. I think because Tom Holland was so bad, I think you think that Garfield has an edge of greatness, and he doesn't. He really doesn't. To me, there has never been a great live action Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire is the closest to it, and he was very average. Very, very average. It says he looked like Dylan on Branson from That's a good one, bro. That's a good one. It says, make sure not to delete the video, please. I gotta see the whole video. I'm not gonna delete it. YouTube be blocking my videos, so sometimes people be like, Paul, why you delete this video or something? It's not me, man. YouTube is soft, man. If you cuss, if you say a little like thing that they don't like, they'll block the video. Motherfuckers. Let me see. It says, nah, I grew up with all the movies and I still think he's the best. Why do you think he is the best? Why do you think he is the best? You can join this live stream if you want. Anybody can. My StreamYard link is right here. Right here. If you want to join me, Fox. Because at this point, I think they're trolling. There's no way that you think Garfield is the best Spider-Man. I can't believe that. I'm not going to. Let me read what Omar says. It says, even they replace Heath Ledger with the Joker too. Yeah, like it doesn't matter that the actor's dead. That's life. Anybody could be replaced. That's the saddest thing about it. Anybody could be replaced in Hollywood. So I don't understand why we can't get a male Black Panther. I don't want to see his son. I want to see the real Black Panther. That's what I want. And I think as a paying customer, that's what we deserve. They're not listening to the fan base. It's clearly they're going out of routine here. Let me read what you said. It says, please, you don't need a listen to a play Spider-Man, just a significant person. I don't know what you mean by that. It says, maybe, but I'm at work, so maybe another time. Okay. I was going to end this stream soon anyway, but watch this interview with Omar. He talks about how actors sold their soul in Hollywood for certain positions. I believe a lot of actors that came through the MCU sold their souls because these are bad choices. Like, once upon a time, Marvel had a good cast for actors. I felt like Robert Downey Jr. was a good Iron Man, and I could keep going on and on. And then eventually they just started getting weird with their casting, and I'm like, come on here. How the hell did that person get that role? But to Holly weirdos, it's all about sex. It's all about some dude's butthole. Like, they don't care who they put in place to do the right thing. And I was growing into a Black Panther fan. I'm not going to lie. I was not a Black Panther fan at first. I saw the movie. I thought the movie was average. I didn't think it was that great, but it grew on me. And I'm like, man, I want to see more of the Black Panther. And when he died, I'm like, fuck. But this hurts. I want to see Black Panther. It's so many stories that they haven't even touched yet. Like, come on. Quit fucking us, Marvel. Quit fucking us, Kevin Feige. We deserve better than this. Don't we? Right below, is there anything y'all want to say? If not, I'm about to end this stream. I just want to talk about the Black Panther. I don't like the new Black Panther. I don't like that it's going to be about T'Challa's son. They said that it might be different Black Panthers throughout the multiverse. Quit playing with us. Give us T'Challa. Give us the real Black Panther. Quit fucking and teasing us. Don't like it. And before I end this stream, if y'all want to help a brother out, cash out right here. Shit, these days, any type of money can fucking do. Man, we're living at the end of times, man. Trump cutting food stamps. I mean, we're living in some dark times. I won't be surprised if there's another civil war coming. I would not be surprised. It says Black Panther needs better writers and the first Black Marvel superhero movie, so it's not fair to see him disrespected in favor of female Black empowerment. I agree. John Level Fox, I agree with you for the first time. What's sad about Disney Marvel, like, it's all they care about is the gay and the feminist agenda. They care about their white queen. If it's a white female character, they're going to pander that character. Any other character is fuck. And that's not fair, because we're living in a weird generation where everybody is into superheroes now. Yeah, this used to be like for like dorks or nerds or whatever, but you got athletes that's into superhero stuff. You got all type, even politicians. Everybody loves a good superhero movie. That's why superhero movies sell the most in Hollywood. I mean, why can't they just give us good stories? Superhero movies should be the easiest product to make. Go off the previous comics or go off old stories. I don't get it. I just I don't get it. It's like I'm talking to the wall here. Is Hollywood gonna delete my YouTube video? Are they gonna say, "Oh, he copyright, let's take him out because he's spitting the truth"? Why do I gotta be one of the only YouTubers out here that says we want Black Panther, the real Black Panther? It's like I watch all these YouTubers and they're hyped about T'Challa's son. Fuck that shit. I want to see Black Panther. I don't want to see his son. There is too many coons, too many Uncle Toms, too many weird white people that's in charge of this dumb shit in this YouTube business that just doesn't get it. It just sucks that politics ruin everything. Politics is disgusting. I mean, what makes entertainment great is We're stepping into a fantasy. We're forgetting our life problems. We're trying to enjoy ourselves. But Kevin Feige, MCU, they don't care. They don't want us to forget about our problems. They want us to struggle, to work 8, 10, 12, 15-hour shifts. They want us to slave. We're living in the end of time. Fuck me, by the way. And fuck you if you don't understand that. I'm out of here. I am out of here. I hope y'all subscribe if you're new. Check out all my other videos. I try so much. I've been stressed out lately. That's why I haven't been doing videos daily like I used to. I'm just going through so much. I wish I could tell y'all what I'm going through, but I will, but just not now. I'm going to tell y'all everything, but what I'm going through is fucked up. So pray for me. Pray for me. And I'm out.